Hold the cell phone in silence. So we're ready. We start the show. Welcome to the show. We're going to talk about this, and then you start talking about the experience that you have.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can do the meditation at the end, go it. I'm going to tell you when we are in 10 minutes.
You've done 10 minutes.
So when we are in 10 minutes,
10 minutes left.
No, when we
Have recorded for 10?
yes. So you.
Oh, that's right, because I only need,
Uh-huh.
I don't need that many minutes.
Yes, so you can see if you go with with the story,
Yeah,
or you go for the meditation.
yeah. Okay. All right, well, whatever it is, we'll figure out something.
Okay, so
Do I look perfect?
yes.
Oh, good, nothing better. I don't wanna look
Okay, so in 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to the show. This show is focusing on Native Americans in Northern California, and I had the pleasure of participating in some sweat lodge ceremonies, and had a metaphysical paranormal experience, and in the end received an eagle feather from the lead medicine man of Mount Shasta tribes. His name is Charlie, Medicine Man Charlie. And how it came about, I working in a 99-bed subacute care and a 99-bed SNF in Daly City. And the dietitian downstairs is Gordon, very nice Australian gentleman, eats strange like a period food. And his beautiful bride, who's an actress. And Gordon, I had channeled Gordon's angel, and I channeled his wife's angel. So one afternoon he said he was going to go to a sweat lodge ceremony. Did I want to go? And I'm like, well, Curl, I don't know. Sure, why not? I don't know. Something interesting. And at the time I still was administering training with Sylvia Brown's organization, Nova Spiritus. Totally clueless. You say Indian, I'm thinking of Tonto and the Lone Ranger. I don't know. I really don't know much about Indians. And so I said, sure, I'll go to the sweat lodge ceremony, like a fool. Had no clue what I was getting into. Well, it was a weekend thing, and it was by invitation for Saturday, and then there was going to be a second one just for a select group that had come from Mount Shasta. They brought the logs and they brought the stones from Mount Shasta to do this Medicine Man Charlie sweat lodge. So Saturday, very nice people, very nice people. This is just outside Marin. So these are people that are looking for a spiritual experience, and it's quite foreign to most of them. So all I knew was it's going to get hot, and to sit near the door. So okay, cool, I'm cool. So I go, hang out. Everybody's cool. It's kind of fun actually in the woods there in your bathing suit. Some of the ladies are in their underwear. Some people have like nothing on, like kind of. And well, it worked out perfect. I sat right by the door. Door closed. They did the ceremony, all the hoo 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 and ha ha ha. And it was hotter than I'd ever been, but I didn't die, kind of thing. It was hotter than I'd ever been, but didn't die. And when it came out, went down and laid in the creek. Kind of your body gets all steamy, and it's strange. You just kind of connect with nature. It really is strange. You put yourself in a special spot, and the chanting and the heat and the fragrance is incenses. I don't know if incense is the correct word, but they have some stuff they throw on the red hot rocks that sparkle and just bring smells. And then everybody's in there cooking. You're all in there cooking. So it's like we're bonded. It's like a bunch of lobsters in the pot. We're all together on this one. And then we're led by this, genetic, natural, organic shaman from, Karuk tribe. This is like, UFO City, Mount Shasta. So, and Medicine Man Charlie is, he promotes working with the white man, which can generate some static. So his history is very unique. He was not abandoned, but an orphan at 3. He was hidden in the woods when the authorities came and took all the Indian children. He was raised to be a shaman. He is a shaman. And so Saturday, the first spotlight ceremony was fun, interesting. Met a bunch of nice people. It was, for a speech and language pathologist, it was right in the zone of chanting, imitating sounds that a leader was presenting in unison with very deep, powerful, strong feelings. And the intonations, and I don't know if it's a song, but the intonations and the vocalizations were ancient, thousands of years old. So when they throw the water on that rock and it turns into steam, and then the steam starts turning into steam inside your body, and your body starts steaming, and everybody's making all these, Indian chant sounds, it's pretty intense. So the first one was, I would say on a 1 to 10, it was probably about an 8.6 in terms of a spiritual experience. It was grounding and beneficial. So later that day, Charlie asked me to stay for the one on Sunday, the next day, which is just for the private group. I said, sure, cool. So actually I boogied back to San Jose, got a tent and stuff, came back and crashed. And it rained big time. And when I woke up in the morning, I understood that the attitude of Charlie and the people that came with him from Mount Shasta was very simple and honest and true, and there was no fluff or anything. And as compared to a standardized generic religion with dogma, with the clothes and the ritual and all that stuff, it just wasn't that way. It was more of a spiritual connection on the earth plane with sensations that are sourced of this earth. And we're addressing a sacred mountain, a mountain that was there before the Karuk tribe, before the other Shasta tribes. And the mountain had taught the shamans lessons. And specifically to Charlie, his lesson was that he's supposed to help the environment, cleaning up the air and the water, and working with the white man to do that. So this is all sophisticated stuff. For me, I didn't know. I just thought it was going to be hot, and I was in my bathing suit with thongs. I really wasn't super enlightened. I just thought I was being very respectful. Okay, come back, have the tent, crash, go to sleep, wake up in the morning. It's rained all night. It's raining big time. Somebody just kept working on this fire all night, throwing rocks on it, not rocks, but throwing more logs on this thing, and the rocks were brought from Mount Shasta. So in the morning, it's not really the same enthusiasm. You're kind of stressing, going, boy, I wish I had some coffee filters and stuff. Drink some coffee, but just stand out there in the mud, my bathing suit next to a big old bonfire. And behind me is this, wet down dome thing, and there's mud everywhere. So, well, a pickup comes up, drives up, And we're in the forest on the Pacific coast, northwest Pacific coast above San Francisco, in ancient redwoods, on federal property, I believe, that was designated for this event. Lady gets out and everybody goes, "Oh, there's such and such." And it's a medicine woman. Cool. Interesting, medicine woman. So now Charlie's got like, dungarees and a cotton shirt. His pants are untucked, and his boots aren't tied up, and you wouldn't know he was an Indian or a very blessed spiritual shaman just by looking at the guy. He looked like he might sell papers somewhere. But this medicine woman, well, she looks like ding dong. She's all like Vanity Fair in Shamanville. It's like, check this out. Wow. Anyway, she's cool. She's very cool. Everybody's, oh, great. Everybody's almost ladies. All ladies at this thing. So they're like, oh, good. She's here. She's here. Like, okay, cool. I'll be on her good side. Try to be. And they said, well, she does hot sweats. She does hot sweats? What do you mean, hot sweats? She does hot sweats. I'm like, oh, okay. So, I don't know, it's maybe 7 o'clock in the morning, maybe 6:30. It's still early in the morning, it's raining big time. So there's a ritual where you kind of line up, they've got this other fire, there's a guy that watches the thing the whole time. Then there's this mound of stuff, you put your sacred toys or knickknacks that you like, you just got crystals and knives and sacred items, feathers, in this little pile right by the door. And then you line up in a certain way and you go on in. And then there's a guy that stands in the door, they shut the flap and you do not leave, baby. That's the rule, you can't leave. You go in there, you're gonna die? Well, you're gonna die sometime. You die in there, might as well. So, I don't know what the hell happened. I go in like early. And not only am I not gonna end up sitting at the door, I'm sitting at the opposite end of the door. And it was hotter and people hadn't even come in yet, and it was hotter than it was before. And next to me, to my right, is Charlie, Medicine Man Charlie. Okay, so, I don't know how many people are in there. More than 50 people. There's a lot of people in there. We're jammed in there. Well, it took me about 12 thousandths of a second, maybe 14 thousandths of a second, that I just made the biggest mistake of my life by walking in this thing first. Well, they shut the thing, it gets hot, it gets hotter, it gets so hot, it gets hot. The top of your head's burning, the top of your head's burning. What are you gonna do? The top of your head's burning. So I'm not bent up or limber. I'm completely folded up like a clothespin, and I've dug a little hole in the dirt, and I put my hands over my mouth, and I'm trying to breathe through the dirt so I don't burn my lungs out, and the top of my head's just burning off, I'm sure. And I'm figuring I'm gonna die in this effing sweat lodge. And Charlie, who's sitting next to me, he's like, prune. So I'm sitting there going, well, I'm gonna die. I'm dying, I'm gonna die. And in front of me I see, in my mind's eye, super, super clear, a great big gray squirrel with a tail. And I'm looking, what's a stupid squirrel? What's with the stupid squirrel? Charlie takes his elbow and goes, bang! He says, I feel squirrely, let's get out of here. Grabs my hand, drags me across the thing, stepped on a whole bunch of people, piled out onto the ground outside the tent, not the tent, but the sweat lodge thing, and just laid in the mud there. He pulled me out of there after he said, I feel squirrely. I'm thinking squirrel, he hits me and says, I feel squirrely. Okay, somebody helps me down to the stream, lay me in the stream. Eventually I kind of like come to. I go back to the tent, and I'm laying in the tent like, oh, geez. And then I hear, Sam! And it's Medicine Man Charlie's son, Crazy Bear. He goes, my dad wants to talk to you. I'm like, oh, damn. He's going to probably say, you're a nice guy, but you can't stay here. You don't have to go home, Sam, but you can't stay here. So I'm walking there, and I go on. He's in a little trailer. He's got his girlfriend there, a little boy. He whips out the eagle feather that they've been playing with the whole weekend, the big whoop-de-doo, fetish item, and he gives it to me. He He says, Sam, I want you to take this eagle feather. You're the one who deserves it. He says, that's why I feel squirrely. Because the squirrel is the animal who goes to the highest up, to the top of the tree, and talks and communicates and tries to help and protect. And that's what you do. And he gave me the eagle feather. And it was cool. It was all good. It was all good. So that was some time ago. And now I'm here in Lima, Peru, doing the shows about elevating consciousness and utilization of the most underutilized resource on the planet. And Mother God is Mother Earth. And taking care of the earth, taking care of the people of the earth is what Medicine Man Charlie did, because his tribes were all wiped out, baby. And he fought back, and he was recognized by the feds, the federal government. They fought back, and they've gotten a lot of their property back, some of their rights, and the way they do things is not disappeared. It's thousands of years old. It's called nation building. I want to end with that because there are some nations today that don't recognize that they're going to be nation building themselves. The United States, for example, is going to be nation building. Venezuela, nation building. France, nation building. England, nation building. China, Russia. So the basic rules for nation building are: 1, don't be lazy. 2, don't lie. 3, don't steal. That's all you have to do. It's very easy to do, and we all can do that. So at the moment, let's take a quick prayer that all persons of all nationalities, all Native Americans, including Maoris in New Zealand, and in the United States, of course, and other countries, that we all form together in one unified nation to help continue with living with each other's loved ones as brothers and sisters, so that we can raise our children and our grandchildren on a healthy planet at this time. You and all your loved ones are always in my prayers.